Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the morning pre-market recap. So we had earnings yesterday from Tesla. We'll shortly go over it. But first, the S&P SPY from this bounce on 19th July. 5 green days from opening price, closing to a higher price. And today, it's down a little bit pre-market. But I do think that we might get a move downside towards 435-ish or 434. Yeah, around 434-ish, 435, 434, okay? And then we continue up higher and then uptrend. Or maybe if we take out yesterday's highs, then the uptrend continues, okay? Maybe we'll have some small candle. They just slowly keep taking this up. Not any big moves, but slowly just keep riding it up, okay? So something like this, that can happen. Let me show you guys when it's usually in an uptrend, how SPY moves sometimes. So even though, so here, last year, it left a lot of gaps here, okay? It left a lot of gaps in 2019. But it just kept going up slowly. You just keep riding the levels, trend levels, it just keeps going up. And there were no gap fills until March, okay, until for many months. So the same thing is possible here, that we might just continue up, or today we might see 434 as downside. I like knowing the upside, but then also know the downside. So 434, okay? Qs look great. We're approaching this trend line right here, and I do see upside towards 370ish, but as long as 354 we held, and now the new number, so let's change this now. So it's been a few days now. There's a new number that we have on Qs. We have 3, 6, 9, 5. All right, 363. 363 is a number that we need to hold, right? So above 363 hold is what I'm what I want. So it's still 5 points away from it. So even if it comes down to 363, I'm not worried, okay? Or maybe we continue up. But as long as above 363, I think Qs look fine to me. Now yesterday we had I won't go over financials or anything right now because I want to cover some tech. We had Tesla earnings. Now, if you played earnings on Tesla, just know that you completely got screwed both ways. Calls or puts, as of now, at the open, both puts and calls will be down huge. This is why LB usually repeats that your market earnings are nothing but a gamble, okay? So even on earnings, the stock's gonna go sideways. They just killed premium on any calls that somebody bought, okay? So, but at the open, what does Tesla do? Does it rip higher or go lower? But just know this, that if Tesla breaks 650 today, if it breaks 650 to the downside, this has more room to the downside, okay? And upside number is 690, so it's still, I think, 30 points away from it, okay? So the stock sideways, no movement. They killed their earnings. Their revenues compared to 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I think it was in 2010, quarter two, it was 28 million. And quarter two, 2021, their earnings were 11 billion, okay? So the growth is there, but the stock also has ran a lot. For now, there's nothing exciting in the stock for options, okay? So this basically tells you if you played earnings, you got screwed. Whether calls or puts, you just got murdered, okay? So, and we have earnings today. To start off with Microsoft, we have today. Microsoft ran a lot. It's a great company. Everyone in the market loves this company right now. Satya Nadella, just an amazing CEO. How far does it go? How long does it keep running? I think it keeps running for many years, but does it just keep running or does it take some breaks in between? Right? But personally, I believe there might be time for it to take a break, I think. And if Microsoft does rip on earnings, I think they will give up their gains. I'll tell you this right now. But for now, maybe Microsoft will do something like Tesla. It might just go sideways, okay? Or maybe it dips a few points or maybe it runs. I have no idea, okay? Microsoft is a great long equity stock, but for options on earnings, I personally would not play it. If you have the money to gamble, it's completely up to you. Apple, we have earnings, right? 150 is very hard. Apple, 150 is very hard. We have earnings today. Does it rip through or does it come down, right? It all depends on their guidance, the iPhone, their sale, AirPods, all the numbers that they'll announce, any cloud growth, whatever it may be. But through 152, through 150, if Apple really rips on earnings and there is a gap up, then there may be a $10 to $20 gap up in the morning. 160, 170, I don't know the number, it could be any. But playing earnings on Apple is nothing but a gambler's bet again on any earnings on any stock. Okay, so just know that 150 is really hard. Post earnings, if Apple gaps up, there will be a lot of plays that will set up for Apple. Why? Because options will be when the number is high for stock, like if it trades at 170, 180, 200 in the coming weeks, just for an example, we can make more money on our options then, because it will give bigger moves. 1% on 150 is $1.50 only. On 200, it will be $2. Okay, so better to play with. But for now, I will stay away from Apple. 150 is very hard. Let's see their earnings. What tone it sets. Google has earnings also. It's been running for many months now. Since January, it has running completely non-stop. From 1695 start of this year, it's at 2683. Just the percentage gains alone on equity from Jan to here is insane on Google. Like the stock almost went up 50% or more actually. It went up more than 50% on equity, Google. Okay, so how far does it go? I have no idea. Ads are looking great. Revenue with Twitter and Snap sentiment. Today, maybe they can rip another 100, 200 points up on earnings. Google makes big moves on earnings most of the times. Or maybe it comes down if the expectations are not what we're expecting. Okay, because Twitter and Snap has set that sentiment. With Google, we have Facebook on July 28th. Okay, the only way that I would play Google is maybe by Facebook. The reason being is, if Google flushes, Facebook may not flush as much. There will be premium held in Facebook at least, because while there's still earnings remaining. Okay, and Facebook also 370 hard, but if they announce anything to do with their coins, their ads, whatever it may be, WhatsApp, a new feature I came across, these guys are doing really good, man. For future, it's just the growth is amazing from what I see. But again, they ran a lot. Know this. These stocks ran a lot. On earnings, what do? Is nothing but a gambler's bet. If you want to play spreads maybe. But this stock ran from 333 to 372. Has the earnings already been priced in here when the Twitter and Snap earnings came? Is it already priced in? I don't know. Maybe it goes sideways on earnings. Okay? But just know that 370 hold is very hard on Facebook. Me, I will just be watching from the sidelines on this. Okay? Because the stock ran a lot above its all-time highs. And then we have some semiconductors, AMD. It has earnings today. Just know one thing on AMD. If it opens above 94 tomorrow and it holds 94 all day tomorrow, we're in for a surprise in the coming weeks. And that's all I want to let you guys know. Tomorrow, if AMD opens above 94 and it holds 94 till close tomorrow all day, coming weeks, we're going to get rewarded on our 2023 leaps, which we've been holding for the last 6 months. Okay, just know that. And above 96, there will be many short-term plays that we will bank on. And then tomorrow, we have Facebook earnings, which I already went over. And then we have Amazon tomorrow, not today. This is one stock that can make a huge move. Why? Because this hasn't moved for many weeks. Let me just go on a weekly chart. And then the monthly breakout is, this stock hasn't moved for many weeks. Last time it went up to earnings. Don't forget, last time on pre-market, Amazon hit. So during pre-market, Amazon hit 36.50-ish, I think, from last earnings, and we're only trading 50 points above right now. So does it fly this earnings and holds gains? Do we get 4,000? I personally think we get at least 3,900, 3,850. That's just my belief. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Amazon opens at 3,300. I have no idea. But we banked a lot on it last month. Manage your positions into earnings. I took a lot of profits off. So, but Amazon is one stock that I think can make a huge move on earnings this time and actually hold the gains next for the next day. So that's tomorrow, and then we have QCOM tomorrow. If AMD is good, QCOM, if it takes about 146, we might even see 150 before earnings tomorrow. Okay, but 146 is the number. A great company, great long. I think for the coming months, QCOM's about to going to do really well. All right. LRCX has earnings tomorrow too. At a breakout point, if it gets above 650 plus hold, 700, 800 will be fast. A similar move to NVIDIA. Okay, so go look what NVIDIA did above 650. Same thing is possible for LRCX. 700, 750 can be so fast. And if it runs through, these premiums will skyrocket. Okay, but it has to go above 650. And AMD earnings, if they're bad and they dump it $3-4, then all chip semis might also open low tomorrow. All right. And then lastly, BABA. Now, the only thing that's saving me from Baba getting destroyed on my leaves on Baba, even being down so much, is my consistency on my positions. Right now, my month is just break evening with my other positions, but at least I'm maintaining my account. At least my account is not going down. Okay. Baba was a great play here. When I played, I have zero regrets. This is just part of the market, and for you guys also, if you haven't seen this action before, Baba's down from 319 to 191. This is a Baba has literally crashed. If you look at it on a longer time frame, Chinese.jd Baba, they have literally they're in a crash zone right now, and it's opening up another $7 today, 183. Okay, good support zone, but highly motivated by the Chinese news or whatever is going on there. No idea what they're trying to do. So not until we have some positive news. Personally, I will not be taking Baba positions. I think I've taken enough. I took 3-4 big losses in the last 2-3 weeks, and they were great plays from my side. That's fine. Losses are part of the thing. But for many of you guys, this is a practical experience which you're learning. You don't learn the market by looking at, if you're trading, if you're new in the market, and you were to go back in 2020 in March, what happened? Right, this dip right here from 229 to 168. Looking at a chart is one thing, but experiencing this dip right here and going through the weekly options, losing money is a whole different experience. So if you've been playing Baba also for the last few weeks, this is why consistency is so important. Managing risk is so important. So you might be down on your positions, but look at the valuable lessons that you have learned. Okay. So Chinese stocks, let's avoid them for some time. If you want to play lottos on the bounce, hoping for that technical play, yes, they're fine. Great. I also bought another position in yesterday, stopped out of 1. Leaps, I'm still holding, not worried. I think after a couple of months, maybe 3 months, we'll get through this and there will be a fast move. As long as, I mean, maybe it goes lower, I have no idea. So, guys, with this, just manage your risk. That's what Baba has, I hope, even if you didn't play, I hope this is what you guys are learning from it. Manage your risk, consistent sizing, okay? And with this, I'll end it. I'll see you guys back in the premium chat. And God bless. Have a safe trading day.